Okay, I feel like a little blinded, but I trust Justine, my partner, to do that in my behalf.
Yes.
Ayun. Kaya guys, sa mga viewers po natin, share our Facebook Live now because you're going to understand the advantage, of course, of an international student to Australia. What are the qualifications? What are the courses? How you're going to pay for the what do you call this, for the school fees and more. What are the services na ino-offer syempre ng ating special guest for tonight? So I'm very excited for his presentation.
That's right, Porter. So before we formally introduce our special guest for tonight, I think we have several more comments. Hellos from our
Mhm.
we have it from MJ. Good afternoon, Tambanang J and J. And so, Porter, can you read some of our pagbati from our viewers?
Okay, so we have from Aryan Silor. Good afternoon. Shout out sa lahat ng mga kasambahay dito sa UAE. Laban lang. Ayan, sa lahat ng mga masisipag nating mga kasambahay, saludo kami sa inyong lahat, guys. And of course, we are also praying for your family in the Philippines who has been affected by, what is this? Ulysses, no? So I hope na makarecover na rin ang mga naapektuhang area sa Pilipinas. And to be honest, I received couple of invitation already coming from different groups that those who would like to give their donations or financial support sa mga kababayan natin. So we will see, guys, if what we can do to also help you po na mai-announce natin siguro in some of our live kung paano tayo makatulong sa mga naapektuhan syempre ng bagyo.
That's right, partner. Here we have another message from Sir Arnel Austria. Hello, Sir Junie and Miss Justin. How are you guys? Hello, TVC. Hello also to you, Sir Arnel. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. And at the partner, we have a positive feedback here coming from Datu Ahmad. Gusto kong mag-aral dyan. So this live stream is definitely for you, Datu. He's saying that he wants to study in Australia. So I think our guest can help you with that. Let's introduce our guest partner all the way from
Yes.
Australian Technical College, Western Australia in Perth, the owner and the operations director of ATCWA. Let's all welcome to our live stream tonight, Mr. Asif Ali. Good evening, Sir Asif. How are you?
Hello,
Good
sir.
Mabuhay.
Wow.
I believe everyone can
Okay.
see me. Sorry, guys.
It's
I have
okay.
uh, I have a story to share with you guys. My laptop just turned off, and I'm
Oh,
unable to find my charger. But I'm so excited and so committed that I've logged in from my mobile to stay connect with you guys.
Wow.
okay.
Wow.
Well, first of all, Mr. Asif, we just like to, in behalf of the Visa Center, we just like to say thank you so much for giving us time to be with
Thank you.
us in our Facebook Live because I understand it's late night already in Australia.
It's
That's
my
why
sleeping time already.
it is.
Yes. For our viewers,
Yeah.
it's actually almost midnight in
Yeah.
Australia. So thank you so much,
Yeah.
Sir Asif
Yeah.
Ali, for giving
Yeah,
us the
with us it's the same time as it's in Philippines because
time.
Perth is in the same time zone. But in Australia, we are very early. We go to bed very early. We get up
Oh.
very early. It's the routine over here is because needs to send kids for the school, needs to get
Mhm.
ready, needs to get ready for the office, have commitments and appointments from 8:30 onwards. So we need to go
Mhm.
to bed early and we need to get up early. So anyone who's planning for Australia, please make your routine. Go to bed early, gets up early.
Well, sir, that sounds like a responsible husband and businessman. You have to get up early to start the business. Okay, Mr. Asif,
So
I'd just like to know before we proceed with your presentation, can you give us an update about what's going on in Australia, especially from your institution, about the international students?
sure. First of all, thank you very much, the Visa Center, and Junie and Justin for
Mm-hmm.
being a great host always, a great moderator, and um, portraying us in a way which we really deserve, and
Thank
connecting
you.
us with the prospective learners who they really want to study in Australia. So thank you
Mhm.
very much, TVC, Junie, and Justin, and thank you very much all of our viewers who they have spared their valuable time to stay connected with us and to get the first-hand information about the Australia, about ADC, about Perth, and what's happening at the moment.
Mhm.
At the moment in Perth, we are so blessed. In past 7 months, there hasn't been any community transmission of COVID-19, and we don't have any cases who they are transmitted, locally. We only have people who they have traveled from overseas. They're in quarantine, and we are living a very very normal life over here. We are so thankful to our government, our premier, our paramedics and health officials, who they have been very responsible, and who they have given us an opportunity to live a very very normal life. So we are
Mhm.
pretty much normal over here in Australia. And many of the countries already started traveling to Australia.
Mhm.
Many of the students from the various nationalities already started to travel for Australia. And I believe from January to April, everything would be back to the normal. We would
Wow.
appreciate if you guys can start applying for the January session, because we do have a special promo for the January session. So if
Mhm.
you apply for the January session, we are offering our COE only for a $1,000. So you can
Oh,
apply for just $1,000, and you can apply for
wow.
your COE, and you can apply for your visa, which is just 35,000 pesos, I believe.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
So
news.
if if you can travel by January, good enough. If you cannot travel, no issues at all. We will defer your COE for the April for free without any extra charges.
Mhm.
That is so
Well, that
true.
sounds good news, right, partner?
That's right, partner. I think all of our viewers who are commenting that they are very interested to study in Australia will be interested in that promo. So it's we're only starting our live stream, and you're already giving our viewers some good news. So I know they'll very much appreciate to know more about your institution. So
Yeah.
um, yes, go ahead, sir.
Yep. Well, Justin, it's this pandemic is not only for me, not only for you. It This pandemic has bothered everyone, us in the world, and we need to come up with a very combined thought, and we need to come up with a passion that how we can make things easier for each other. So we have decided that people, they're suffering, with the short term money flow and all that. So no problem. As long as they have their plan ready and everything is all good, we should play our part and reduce our initial deposit for the
Mhm.
COE. And let's try to connect with the right people, and let's try to entertain our learners as much as we can. Um, okay, coming back to ATCWA, we are based in Perth. Perth is capital of Western Australia, and we have same time zone as you have in Manila and in Cebu.
Mhm.
In Dubai, it's maybe 5 o'clock, I guess.
Yes, correct.
Yes,
It's
5 p.m.
Yeah, and it's 9:20 over here, 9:20 p.m. here in
oh,
Perth, and 9:20 p.m. I believe in Manila and Cebu.
Mhm.
correct.
So we are perfectly living in the same time zone. It has a great emotional value. You can stay connected with your family, you can stay connected with your parents, your siblings, your friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You are living in a way that you can stay connected with the people who they value in your life. So
Mhm.
for me, it has played a great role, to be very honest, because I
Yes.
was able to contact with my family within almost the same time zone. So it's great that you can contact with your family. You're living in the same time zone. Perth has a lot to offer. We have direct flights from Cebu and Manila, and very affordable flights. We have 24,000 Filipinos living in Perth. All of our students, they're working very very well over here. It's a very affordable city. Perth has been ranked in top 10 most livable cities from past 15 years. Perth has
Mhm.
been ranked most affordable Australian capital, and Perth has been ranked 43rd most cheapest city in the world, most affordable city in the world. We have
Mhm.
great coastal line, about 70 beaches around the Perth. I know Filipinos, they are sea people, so you can enjoy the sea life over here. You can enjoy great sandy beaches. You can enjoy a great nightlife, and you can enjoy the affordability here in Perth as well. Coming back to ADC, Australian Technical College, Western Australia, is based and located in the center of CBD. Like we are, if you are maybe, okay, if you're in Dubai, we're in Bar Dubai.
Okay. That's a good
If you,
location.
yeah, if you are in, let's say if you are in Manila, we are, let's say, somewhere on um,
Makati?
yeah, maybe
Quezon
Makati, yes.
City?
Yeah, so Makati, we are, let's say we are in Makati 3.
Oh.
We are in Greenbelt 3, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
So we are very, very much central. And
Mm-hmm.
within CBD, 3 kilometer radius, transportation is free. So you can find the accommodation within CBD, you can find the work within CBD. All the qualifications are being offered by ATCWA, are
Mm-hmm.
nationally recognized. You can you can apply for the credit transfer to any of the universities in Australia. Specifically, we do have our pathway agreement with the advanced understanding with ECU and Murdoch University here in Western Australia.
Mm-hmm.
So all our trainers, they're nationally they are highly trained, and they're working with the workforce at the moment. They're part of the industry, so they would be bringing you the latest information, knowledge, and skill of the industry, and they can connect you with the workforce, and they can help you to find a job as well because they're already working in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is perfect, and we are all set and sorted to host international students in general, especially international students from Philippines. And we are proud and humble that we are the only one in Perth who they're hosting more than 100 students every year from Philippines. So we have 25 various nationalities studying with us. We have our staff member from 12 various countries. We do have
Mm-hmm.
Filipino trainers. We do have Filipino staff who they can help you out and look after you very, very well.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's good to know, Sir Asif. So, the way I understand it, since your laptop is off, your presentation is in your laptop, correct? So,
Yes, no presentation. I'm the presentation.
Okay.
yeah.
That's good. All right, so we can actually start throwing question now to Mr. Asif. We have some viewers already who are like commenting and asking questions. So can we go back, sir, with the qualifications? Because there are some viewers who are asking about age, about
Yeah.
IELTS examinations, about being just a high school graduate from the Philippines. What are the basic qualifications that you required for them to qualify for an international student in Australia?
We just need K-12.
Mm-hmm.
If you're having K-12 qualification, we are all good and happy to assist you. If
Mm-hmm.
you have university degree, no problem. You can apply for our graduate diploma management learning, which is a level 8 qualification. And once you are over here, after spending 6 months, if you have interest and you want to pursue with that graduate diploma management learning, you can pursue with that. Or if you want to change to the any stream, like we do have commercial cookery and hospitality, which is 2 year stream. We do have advanced diploma telecom network engineering, which is 2 years qualification. And then we do have diploma community service, which we are starting hopefully probably from January onwards. So you can change to the any of those streams.
Wow, that is so nice. And of course, that's good news for our viewers. That means more opportunities for them, especially those who are not diploma holders. So that's good to know. So we have here a question, since I think it's a follow-up question with my partner's question. In terms of age, this is one of the questions. Does ATCWA have, do you have like an age limit or age requirement for those who would like to enroll in your school?
Well, there is no age limit for education and glory, to be very honest. But unfortunately, we are governed with our previous experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we would highly recommend people who they are under 35 to apply for our school. Anyhow, if your age is more than 35, we are happy to look into your case, applicant by applicant.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Usually
because
a
every individual have a different circumstance.
yes,
So we're
exactly.
happy to look into your circumstances, and we're happy to look into it if we can assist and support you. And believe me, if we are able, and if we think 50% chances that you would be successful, we're definitely gonna take a chance.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, sir, next question is for sure everybody are interested to know what is the advantage or what are the advantages of the courses that you are offering, especially for international student. They say why do they have to enroll from you because of your of this following courses that you're offering.
Well, first of all, I'll talk about Australia.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm a first generation migrant here in Australia, and if I get an opportunity to choose to relocate in a country once again, I will always choose Australia.
Wow. And why is that, Sir Asif?
Yes. And yeah, I'll come to that point. And if I'll get an opportunity to relocate into a city once again, I would relocate into the Perth. Convenience,
Mm,
affordability, safety, security, peace of mind, standard of living. We have everything over here.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to the income, earning, and all that, every other person earns around $20 per hour. You cannot find this pay rate anywhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to the groceries, very affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Very, you can buy your groceries maybe one person, a good living, you can buy your groceries $200 per month. No issues at all.
Oh, that's good.
yes.
But when you are coming to make the money, it's $20 per hour on an average. So being a student, you can work 20 hours a week, $400 per week you are making during your study time. And we do have our qualifications break in a way like 40 weeks study, 12 weeks break. 12 weeks break, you can work full time. When you work in full time, minimum you are making $1,000. So
Mm-hmm.
altogether within a year, you're gonna make $28,000 in a year.
Mm-hmm.
$10,000 is your fee, $10,000 you're living, $8,000 you can save for your future, or you can send back to your family.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
You cannot find this sort of opportunity anywhere in the world. This country is a heaven for the migrants.
Agree. We agree to that.
Yes. That's why a lot of our
I'm
clients
I
are
I'm sorry to say I don't want to say anything bad about any country, but
Yeah.
believe me, we have no comparison with Canada, New Zealand, UK, or US.
Mm-hmm.
The level of opportunity we have over here, you can take my example. I'm a first generation migrant. I'm owner director of a multi-million dollars organization.
Mm-hmm.
So you can find a lot of opportunity over here.
yes, that's right. And that's very encouraging to our viewers who would also want to experience the same kind of benefits. So, in terms of the courses, because you were mentioning earlier, you have new coming courses, but can you also
Yes.
mention the current
Yes.
courses that you offer in ATCWA?
Yes, yes, please. We are offering people certificate for commercial cookery and diploma of hospitality, and we are state of the art on that. Many of our students they are working in the top-notch five-star hospitality sites here in Perth, and all of our students they go for the industry placement with all five-star top-notch hospitality sites. We have 2 years qualification.
Mm-hmm.
2 years qualification tuition fee is almost $22,000, which you can choose to pay in 8 equal installments. After completing 2 years of qualification, if you have 3 hours, 360 hours work experience, you can apply for the temporary resident visa.
Yes.
Uh, we offer industry placement of minimum 200 hours, and you can have minimum 360 hours as well if you want. So
Mm-hmm.
after completing that, you can go for the post-study work visa. If you choose Perth, if you choose ADC, you will find 30 months, 30, 30 months of post-study work visa after 2 years qualification. If you choose to study in Sydney, Melbourne, you probably will get 18 months of post-study work visa. So we are offering 1 year extra of post-study work visa, being a regional, and we are also you would be getting 5 extra points of your when you're applying for your permanent residency. So 2 years qualification, 360 hours work experience, 30 months of post-study work visa. During post-study work visa, if you have 1,725 hours work experience, you can apply for the PR.
Wow, that is
Wow.
nice.
If you don't want to apply for the PR, no problem. You can come back to the UAE and you can work maybe $60,000-$70,000 per annum.
Mhm.
Yes, that's right. So it's
You
still a
can
good
work the top hospitality sites here in UAE, or you can go back to the Philippines and you can work over there in a better manner and earn more money. We have another very popular stream, which is telecom network engineering. So if you have any engineering background or if you have any IT background, you
Mhm.
can apply for telecom network engineering with us. 2 years qualification. Once you have completed 2 years qualification, tuition fees $22,000. You can choose to pay in 8 equal installments once again. And at the moment, you can grab an opportunity for the January session, and you can apply for $1,000, COE and apply for the visa. After completing 2 years, you would have to go for the CDRs. Engineers Australia would assess your skill assessment,
point.
and
Yeah,
Mhm.
after your successful skill assessment, you can apply for the 30 months of post-study work visa, and you can get 5 more points to be in the regional. Once you have completed your 30 months of post-study work visa, you have right amount of experience, you have right amount of IELTS, you can apply for the 190 or 189 permanent residency if you want.
Mhm.
yeah, that's so good to
Okay.
know.
So I wanted to know about your intake because you mentioned earlier that the next intake will be on January. So for
Yes,
our
please.
viewers who are watching right now, so it's already November. So do you think that will be enough for them to process all the documents and have that January intake, or
I,
this should be
I
ready for the next intake, which is going to be on? Is that on July?
no, the next we are having coming intake is January and following intake is April.
April. Okay.
Yep. I believe we still have enough time to cope up with the January because there is not so many things are needed, especially people who they're already living in UAE. They're all set and sorted to apply for the student visa because they have already proven themselves to be very responsible migrants.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe there won't be any problem for them to process the visa. Just in case if they would be having any issues, they can we can defer their COE for the April intake for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you
Okay,
So
so
there
that's
won't
good.
be any extra charges.
Mm-hmm.
much.
And the good thing for them is they can avail the opportunity to apply with $1,000 COE at the moment.
Wow. Is
Yeah,
that promotion is valid until when? Because for sure that's going to be one of a great announcement we
This
have on
promotion
our
is
Facebook Live.
only for the January session at the
January
moment.
intake. Yeah.
January.
For
Okay,
those
guys.
who
Yeah.
So,
in the
so to our
January.
viewers, partner, no, they have to have that urgency to
Yeah,
guys take advantage of that promotion. It's because one of the common reasons why some of our applications are delaying their applications is because, of course, they wanted to save money first for them to have enough money for the tuition fee. So now, uh, the school from Australian
80
Technical College, Western Australia, is offering a $1,000 or Australian dollar for your initial payment. So if you think that you are ready and you wanted to start your study in Australia on January, you have to call us now and start with your assessment to our consultants.
That's right, partner. And actually, a lot of reviewers are already asking how can they start their application. So before we answer more questions from our commenters, Sir Asif, can you continue? We've already discussed two of your main courses that you're offering. We have commercial cookery, and the other one is for um, communication network,
Telecom network engineering.
telecom network engineering. And then I believe you also offer more courses other than those two, but those
Yes,
are
we are optimistic and planning to start offering, diploma community service from January onwards. That's also a very rewarding stream. After
Mhm.
completing 2 years, you can assess yourself for your skill assessment, and you can apply for the PR with that qualification too. Tuition fee is also $22,000. And if you want to come back to the UAE or any other developed country or underdeveloping country, I believe you would be getting a very, very rewarding pay rate on this qualification. This
Mhm.
qualification is way better than childcare, individual support, and all these qualifications, because these qualifications has no future, and we have a lot of saturation with these qualifications. So diploma community service is very unique and new qualification, and that will help our learners to fulfill their dreams with the help of this qualification.
Mhm.
So we are very optimistic to start this qualification from January onwards, and we have another exciting qualification, which is graduate diploma management learning. Graduate diploma management learning is for the people who they already have bachelor's degree back home,
Mhm.
and they don't have any relevant experience or qualification with the community service or with the telecom network engineering or with the cookery and hospitality. So they can apply for the diploma grad dip of management learning, because it's level 8 qualification and their bachelor's is level 7, so they can easily serve their GTE. And if they would like to continue this qualification is very rewarding, and they can go ahead with the masters with Murdoch University after completing with this qualification. But just in case after completing this qualification they want to transfer, or even in the middle of the qualification they want to transfer in any of their interest area, maybe cookery or hospitality or telecom network engineering or maybe diploma community service, we will assess their application, and we are happy to offer them these qualifications as well.
Mhm. Okay,
Wow.
so Mr. Asif, yeah, I just like to get an update from you with the current situation in Australia now, because for sure with the good offer that you're offering right now, plus the new courses, for sure some of our viewers are really interested. But when it comes to let's say flying there, when it comes to like borders are open now to all travelers, or just it is now open to all student international students going to Australia.
Oh, sorry. So
It's okay.
it's not open for everyone,
Okay.
but some of the pilot projects are running at the moment. We are
Mhm.
very, very optimistic. By Christmas, interstate, we are traveling everywhere, no problem at all. By Christmas, I believe there would be a lot of countries would be open to travel in Australia.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We are hoping people from UAE can easily travel for Australia very soon. Just in case you cannot travel for January, no problem. We will defer your COE with no extra charges for the April, and you can come and travel over here whenever the borders are open. And I'm very, very optimistic there can't be any delay after April. So everything we're hoping back to very, very normal, because we are optimistic people. We are people with faith and hope, and I believe we are not losing anything, and the world is back to the recovery, and we are hoping that we would be back to the normal, and we would be able to host international students next by April. But anyhow, January is a very, very big hope. We believe that January we can, yes, set and sorted everything. And if we cannot, no problem. We're happy to look after and assist the students and offer them free deferrals for the April intake.
Okay, that's a very good
Yes, that's
news.
good. So I have a question. It's connected to the courses that you're offering. For sure, this is actually one of the most common questions of our viewers. So when they study in ATCWA, do you have a partner institutions wherein they can have their internship or where they can apply for work?
Yes, we do. We do have very valuable, industry placement partners. They are five-star, top-notch facilities. We do have our advanced standing higher education partner universities as well. So we can guide and assist you by all venues.
Okay, so I think that's another positive thing for our viewers who are planning to study in ATCWA. Rest assured that you have this industrial partners. You can do your internship or probably work for them while studying in ATCWA. Is there
We are
anything
very
else?
unique. We are
Yes.
very unique generally in Australia, and we are very special in Western Australia.
Mhm.
We have no comparison in Western Australia. The way we are, the way we have designed, we have many, many plus with us.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So thank you so much, Mr. Asif, for all of this good news to our viewers. So now calling the attention of our viewers, guys, especially those who has an issue with, with their budget when it comes to enrolling to our school partners in Australia. So this is a good news. So why not take this November, okay, and start your application and have it as if this is your Christmas gift for yourself, and you can start studying in Australia by January. So there's also a guarantee from, of course, Mr. Asif that if there are some issue when it comes to entering to Australia, if only if ever there will be an issue, don't worry, guys, because they were not going to charge you if you're going to move your intake to the next intake schedule. So that's good news from Mr. Asif.
That's right, partner. So, Mr.
Thank
Asif,
you.
before we let you go, I know this is, I'd like our viewers to hear it from you because one of the basic questions that they have as aspiring international students is if is ATCWA requiring IELTS and proof of funds? I think that will be our last question for you, Mr. Asif.
Philippine is level 2, and we have our own medium to assess our candidates from level 2 countries. We have designed our own LLM test, and if your candidate are competent to pass that LLM test, we don't need any IELTS at the moment, and we do have our own mechanism to make sure that they are financially all good. So as long as Department of Home Affairs is not looking for the financial documents, which they're not looking for, as a part of GTE from level 2 countries, and which Philippine is. So we are not looking for any financial documents at the moment. So we have
Mm-hmm.
our own mechanism to make sure that the students are capable enough to cope up with the course with our LLM test.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Asif. Is there anything else that you would like to say to our viewers tonight?
I believe everything is all sorted. And I would love to stay connected with you guys and be part of your conversation. But
Mm-hmm.
I believe that if you would be having any questions, collected from your participants, we can surely discuss in our group and we can let them know. So, guys, I just want to endorse, Visa Center as one of very competent and parent service provider for the Filipino people. They're very professional and they look after their clients, and we're proud to be partners with them. So thank you very much, Junie and Justin, for your time. And I believe that we're gonna host many of your students in January over here.
That's
Thank you
nice.
so much, sir.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Mr.
you. Thank
Okay.
you.
And
All
good
right.
night.
Stay safe, sir, and good night.
Good night, guys. Thank you very much. Stay blessed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And also for our viewers partner, no, if you wanted to know more about Australian Technical College, Western Australia, we have our previous live already. You can just check out in our video list. Okay, kasi nga he presented the school there. Ayan, yung story, yung courses and all. Except that he has new, di ba partner, meron siya mga good news na sinare sa atin ngayon, which is hindi na updated doon sa old live streaming natin. So yun.
Yes. Actually, our last live stream with ATCWA was way back in May. So definitely, ang dami ng new offers ng
Mhm.
ATCWA. It's good to hear all of this coming from the owner and the founder of ATCWA himself, Mr. Asif Ali. So once again, thank you so much to the whole ATCWA team for making this live stream happen. And I know we have a lot of viewers with the questions, but don't worry.